Just got filled and out of our bull put spread. Hey everyone, welcome to the credit spread setup session here this Monday to get us into our $200 challenge credit spread trade. So there are a few interesting things going on here. Hey, welcome everybody. And I'm just paying a very close attention to both of them. So if we are to look here at the SPX, welcome back to another week in the life video, my friends. I just got done with the trade setup session that I do with my community every Monday morning. If you want to be a part of that, links are down below. But we set up a couple of credit spreads. We did a bear call spread. The market's pulled back. That one's about to hit target here. And then we did a bull put spread down way lower because I believe that these markets are probably going to chill for a day or two. And so we'll be able to win on both, hopefully. If the markets do run one way or another, we've already sold it well outside of that expected move, and we'll be able to mitigate that risk there, and there's a really good chance that they're going to win anyways. And so with that trade, we should be able to finish out this month extremely strong. I'm excited to take you along with me. I'm ready for an easier week. Last week, check out last week's video, but last week was a long, tough week in trading, and I am, again, just excited for a little bit easier week. Hopefully we can cross our fingers and get that here and be able to win on these credit spreads today or tomorrow and enjoy the rest of the week. And so it's fall coming through here right now. I'm loving the weather. Wanted to get out and probably go golf and do some fun things this week. We'll see if we can actually do that, if the babies will let us out of the house. Again, it's just been in lockdown right now with these babies. And so, yeah, we're just enjoying it though. We're soaking up every little bit of it. And it's just sometimes getting a little bit of cabin fever is also, yeah, that's the plan so far this week. And then ideally, my wife and I want to head up to Sundance with the girls, go grab lunch, go enjoy some beautiful fall scenery, and see if we can take you along for the ride on that as well. So that's the plan. We'll see how these credit spreads play out. I will take you along every single step from getting into the trade. You just saw that setup video, and show you exactly how I manage the trade as well. So the risk when it goes against you, how to know when to get out, so that you can simply just learn how to do this yourself and change your life by bringing in consistent income. Because I believe credit spreads are the easiest way to bring in a consistent income through trading. You no longer have to be perfectly correct. And that's what most people struggle with, I would say, starting out especially. And so it's a little bit of a learning curve to learn a little bit of these options, just the base of the basis. I show you how to do all of that down below for free in the links below, by the way, to learn options and credit spreads, and the whole strategy I give out for free is down there. I truly want to help you in your life to see different results in your trading and see how easy it can be to bring in some consistent results. So come along with me this week, my friends. I'll show you exactly how these trades play out and show you what it's like for a week in the life of an option seller. All right, it's been about an hour and a half since we finished our planning session when we got filled on our first bear call spread, and it just won. So our bear call spread was up here. It wins as long as it stays sideways, and if it drops, it'll win a lot faster. And so that's exactly what this just did. So we got into the bear call spread when it was up here. It dropped back down. An hour later, we ended up winning on it. We then got into a bull put spread down in this range. It's actually off of this candle here. So now we are looking at a bull put spread. As long as it stays up above this 65.10 level, we are going to be cooking. So I think there's a very high probability that this will most likely bounce and work its way back up into the 6,700 level, and that will be a very easy win. So just wanted to show you the trade of us getting into this. So this was the bear call spread right here, and then as it got filled right there, 0.55, as it pulled back down, we said looking at doing a bull put spread. That's the one where we're in right now currently, and then we just got filled on the bear call spread out of that at 0.30 for a decent capture. Again, not as much, but this one was a quick little trade. That's why we got into the bull put spread, to help offset and manage that. The goal of this, again, was to do one credit spread and make our $200 challenge. Well, we sold one on that one, and now we are selling another one to take advantage of this bounce to see if we can't win on the other one. If we're wrong and this thing drops, then we sold well outside the expected range, so there's a very low probability that that'll actually get hit. But there's still that chance, right? And we'll mitigate that. That's what happened to us last week, still ended up winning. But easy money here right now. So one on the first one on that nice little fade back down. Let's see if the bulls will step back in here and win on this one. There's a chance that we're going to win on 2 credit spreads. So 2 weeks worth of money here in one morning. If this can bounce pretty nicely here over the next hour or two, we're going to be done for the week. And then I can just go enjoy some time with the family, since last week was so much management and trading and everything else when it's normally not that way. So keep in the loop on how this plays out, my friends. It's the end of day one here on Monday, and I'm just kind of looking to see how the market's closed So far, so good. It actually is holding really, really nice. And so now I'm just planning out my break-even levels in case things go bad tomorrow. And so if I move this over here for you, my break-even levels are down around in this range here. This is for my break-even tomorrow. So as long as it stays above this yellow line tomorrow, we're going to be winning. And then my break-even line for Wednesday, our bull put spread's down here. So again, as long as mainly we are below this area, we're going to be solid. So you can see right here my break-even lines for Tuesday. As long as we stay up above here, we're going to be winning. And then my break-even line right here for Wednesday. So really the only way we're losing on this is if it just absolutely tanks for multiple days in a row, which could happen. But today was the first day of that, and it actually just closed with a nice lower wick. So again, zooming back in here like to a 2 hour, we expected bulls to be here. So when it got back up into this level here this morning, we sold a bear call spread. It pulled back. We won on that bear call spread, and then got into a bull put spread down here around this support. That's all this really was just support and resistances. And so because we were extended, because we thought that a little bit of a pullback would make sense, and if we were wrong, we could sell way up high so that this thing wouldn't really get us. That's our safety net, right? We don't have to be perfect, but in this case we were. We sold it, it dropped, we were able to win on that in like an hour, maybe 45 minutes. It was very, very quickly, and then got into a bull put spread. So now we're gonna see if this will hold sideways or bounce. And again, if it falls apart, I know where my break-even lines are at. Very good chance we stay above 65.70 by Friday. We sold well outside the expected move. And so the expected move at the moment right now is that 65.70. So it's got a long way to go to get to our credit spread. It's possible, but the odds right now are saying that we're probably going to be heading out sideways, if not going bullish. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the end of the market's close. I'm just watching to see, how did we end up closing, figuring out where I need to go, what would happen if I was wrong, what would happen if I was right. The tip is always be ahead of the markets. If you are reacting and your emotions are there and you're like, man, it's going down and I don't know what to do, that's when you're going to make bad decisions. If you can sit back with a plan right now when the markets are closed and then just say, okay, it's either going to follow this plan or it's going to follow this plan. And now I can act with logic instead of emotions without overreacting. And so that's something that I do on a daily basis, is just to look over, what is it doing? Did the bull step in where they should have? Did the bear step in when they should have? So far, we're 2 for 2. The bears came in, we won on the bear call spread. The bulls came in now, and we're winning on the bull put spread. Should be able to win on that tomorrow, close out of it. And then again, just go enjoy the rest of this week here with my families. All right, welcome everyone to the mentor group tonight. We're gonna be talking about options and option prices. We're gonna pick up from where we left off last week. So if you are brand new to options, wanting to learn a little bit more about options, this is a perfect place to be at. How do we trade puts? You don't actually have to own the shares to trade puts. We can try to flip these for money. If the stock goes down, this 90 put is now in the money, and it's going to be more valuable down here than it was right here. The puts gain value as the price goes lower. And so we don't need to own any shares on these. All we need to do is simply go, let's buy this for $500 and now it's worth $1,000, and we can turn around and sell it to someone and we just doubled our money. And if it doesn't drop and it goes higher, this put is going to go worthless. And so we can sell it before it goes worthless, so we can just let it go worthless, and we're going to lose the amount of money that we spent on it. Again, you don't have to own the shares in order to trade these and make money on them. If it is in the money, meaning if the stock is below your strike price, you are going to want to sell that put, because that means that you're going to have to sell 100 shares per contract at your strike. And if you don't own any shares, your broker's going to give you short shares. You don't want that. Just close out of your put for a profit if it's in the money coming up close to expiration. Just out golfing, we got into a day trade. I'll show you some stuff of that earlier, but I'm about to send the order right now. All right, just got filled. Wasn't anything too crazy, but I was down on it for most of the day on that day trade for those options. So just out golfing, trying to enjoy some outdoor life. It's raining with some sun, so that's good. But fall golf is just my absolute favorite. Love it. So we're gonna go hit some golf balls around. Just made some money, and looked like that credit spread's about to win as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Just got filled and out of our bull put spread here. So golfing is paying the bills. Just let the community know as well that I just got out of it. So I'm done for the week. I can just enjoy the rest of the round. The market's bounced really nice, just like we were hoping. What a week though. I mean, we were selling a bear call spread at the start of the week. It pulled straight back down, and then sold a bull put spread down here, and then it bounced straight back up. Like, that is just such good trading. Was able to double down, make twice the amount that I would normally make for the week, and all do it while just golfing and hanging out. And so that was how this is supposed to go. Last week was definitely a tester. We deserved an easier week. So I'm going to finish golfing, enjoy the day, and then go hang out with my family for the rest of this week. Go up to Sundance, enjoy the fall here in Utah, and just get ready for Monday again, start planning it. So my friends, check out the links down below if you'd like to come trade and discover how easy it is to make money with a 90% win rate. I show you how to do it all. You can watch me do it here. Check out all the other videos, and I'm going to hit some golf balls now. So I'm going to pass this over. This better be a good swing because I just went on a credit spread. So it's not a good swing.
It's going to be a hole-in-one, dude. 177.
Oh, be good. Stay there.
Stay right there. What a shot.
All right. Let's go. All right. Oh. This is where we ended up. Just left of it. Pin high though. I'll take it. Not too shabby. Now I just need to make a putt now. So let's see if we can make a birdie because I need one desperately. You know what though? I'm just happy to be done with credit spreads for the week though.
Snapped at the end.
Well, good effort. Good effort.
But
oh, these greens are tough. I was talking to my buddy Ellis about how credit spreads are actually the easiest way to make money consistently. Like everyone wants to day trade. Day trading's great. I just made money day trading today. But credit spreads, man, it's one of the strategies out there, one of the few that you don't have to be correct on. And like that's the biggest struggle people have in trading is they have to be perfect. And credit spreads take that away. Like last week I was wrong all week. You guys can go back and watch that video. And we still ended up making a ton of money. And so this week I was correct. But it gives me a cushion if I am wrong, right? If I think it's going to go up based on price action and the news comes out, that's what happened last week, I'm okay because I can still make money. And for me, like consistency is all I want. I'm not out here trying to make the most money, and I'm still making a lot. I'm making 2% of my account a week on average. But consistency is what I'm after. Like that's all I cared about when I quit my job. I was like, I just want a paycheck every week so I can keep trading for a living and do what I want to do, right? And I think a lot of you are out there doing that and wanting that, and everyone's trying to do it the hardest way possible. Like it took me 4 years to start seeing consistent returns in day trading. Like just consistent, like I'll win and I'll do all stuff, but consistent returns. It takes a long time to master because that's one of the hardest things to do. You're playing on a small time frame where you have to really level down on the sentiment, on the plays. You need to be getting in before everyone else is getting in. You need to be getting out before it reverses and locking things in, because 5 minutes can undo, sorry, I'm out of breath. 5 minutes can undo a lot of profits. And so, yeah, I would say even if you're new to trading, learn options, click links down below. I have everything to teach you there for free. Just click it. But the next thing is learn credit spreads, because man, credit spreads give you a chance to make money without being correct. You guys can go back through all these videos that I've been doing for the week in the life and see how I've been making money. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, but we've been making money every single week. And that's just because of how they're set up. And so I'm all done. Let's go golf. Let's go have some more fun here and see if I can't take advantage of this approach shot here. Good tee-ball. I'll take it on a par 5. All right, just got done golfing. It started to rain on us, so I got changed and dried off a little bit. And I just want to give you an update now on how this week played out. So yesterday we got into a bear call spread to start the week off with. We felt like this was a little bit extended. The market should pull back, and we had a game plan if we were wrong. So we went ahead and sold the 67.85 and bought the 67.95 calls. We were filled at 50 cents on those. And then it pulled on back down, and we decided to do a bull put spread. So we got into this trade right here. So we went ahead and sold the 65.10 and bought the 6,500 for, again, another 50 cents. And so a little bit later on that day, we went ahead and won on the bear call spread, got out of that thing, and that was awesome. And then today finally was able to get out of this. And I wrote this while I was out golfing, so it's a little messy and stuff, but everyone else was able to get out of this as well for a great trade. And then it was finally updated here in the journal of closing out of this trade and what it looked like and how that has all went down. So with SPX, let's walk you through a little bit of how this all played out. So at the start of the week, we were gapping up to here and we went ahead and sold that bear call spread all the way up here. So that means we win as long as it stays below this. Well, it immediately dropped and we won on this trade in the same day, which is awesome. And so my goal is to get about one of these credit spreads, pays my bills for 1 week on average. The size and trades that I'm posting here is for our $200 a week challenge for this strategy. So my goal is to help everyone make $200 a week in the community. And so that's the size and stuff that I'm posting on this. And then I'll take it on my other account and do more. But just for making it easy to follow and stuff like that for people to learn this and make that money, that's what we're posting. And that's what you see in the journals. And so sold that call, bought it back here, made money. And then right through here, we had a game plan and we talked about this in pre-market on Monday morning during our planning session and setup session to do a bull put spread. And so that's what we did. We sold a bull put spread here. It hung out the rest of the day yesterday. And then today had that big push. We also took a day trader. I took a day trade here with my group and won on that one as well. I'll go over that day trade here in just a second. Won on that one as well while I was out golfing. But it was a great day, great week. All this thing had to do was hang out and it rampaged up. And so we won. And so we sold that 65.10 all the way down here. All it had to do was stay up above that. So even if we're wrong and just it goes completely against us, the odds of it breaking through all of these levels and get all the way down to here, which within just a few days is very, very low. It can happen, but it's very, very low. And if it does happen, I walk everyone through the game plan of how we mitigate the risk. With credit spread, it is so important to mitigate your risk. You've got to mitigate your risk because if you don't do that, you will get stuck with a big loser. The risk reward with credit spreads is not great. You have a high win rate, over a 90% win rate, but the markets are fair and balanced. You can't just make a ton of money with a 90% win rate without having some negative. And so credit spreads, the downside is the risk. So I found out ways to be able to mitigate this risk. And this is what I teach everyone in this All Access Pass. I'm going to trade this live with me every single Monday here throughout this week, walk you through everything that I do like I'm doing right here so that you can see the difference between trying to be perfectly correct and just not being dead wrong and how easy it is to actually make money on this. So that's what the markets did this week. Lots of fun. Again, on our day trade, this was our day trade here. So once we kind of broke out here, we went ahead and bought some calls. And so what I ended up doing was buying calls that didn't have a stop because I bought the amount that I was okay to lose. So that allows me to go golfing. And I didn't care if it was dropping and doing all of this. It didn't really matter. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to win once we put that in there, but I just let it go. I went golfing and then this thing just took off. My alerts went off, targets got hit, and it was a really, really fun trade. So here is that trade that I posted to my group of us getting in. Again, we got filled at 63 cents and bought the 664 strike calls that expired today. And then we were able to get out of those for 83 cents. Unfortunately, Theta kind of beat us up because it did take most of the day, but it was still a really good win and a really good return on something that I was just kind of throwing out there for some play money. So done for the week. Now I can just kind of enjoy the rest of my time here and go hang out with family, spend more time just being with my girls and enjoying life, because that is the point of this. The fact that we can click buttons and go live your life. Like I was just out golfing today when I made more money than people make in a week working a full-time job. I was able to make that in an afternoon just selling this strategy and playing these things out. And so, of course, I'm doing larger size than other accounts, but for this $200 a week strategy challenge, my friends, how would your life be different with an extra $200 a week in it? With a 90% win rate. Come check us out. Again, I'll show you that whole strategy. You get the entire thing, the entire strategy, and you get weekly live group coaching with me every single week where I can walk you through and answer your questions and make sure you're doing it right so you can see those results as well. So I've been incredibly successful on that and excited to share this with you because this was my ticket to trading full time. This opens people's eyes to how easy trading can truly be if they allow it to be. We make trading hard. We can also make trading easy. Instead of having to be perfectly correct, we get a huge cushion to be wrong and still make money. And it's just, in my opinion, one of the best ways to pay for your education while you're learning how to trade, while you're learning how to day trade and futures and everything else. Have something making you money in the background. This is definitely worth learning. And again, if you're new to options or anything like that, I give you all the courses for options for free, not to mention live coaching with me. So enough ranting here on this. But again, it was a great day. It was a great week. Last week was super hard. Again, check out that video from last week. You can see what it's like when it goes against you and how we mitigate risk and how we managed emotions and walked everyone in the community through that trade and ended up having a really big return. So check out the previous week's video. But this week was easy. This week was just printing a credit spread, selling it. And again, we were right on the movements, which is nice. Even when we're wrong, it's very, very easy to make money on them. Well, there you have it. There's a week in the life with me. Easy trading going on this week, and now just enjoying time with the family and getting outdoors a little bit and just enjoying the start of fall. So if you have not already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next week to set up the next trade and walk you through that one. See you guys.